This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Do you find yourself feeding your dog leftovers or letting them have some of whatever you're eating? Well, we all know that chocolate is bad for them, but there is a whole list of other foods you shouldn't feed your animals. Dr. Catherine Webb from Lindquist Veterinary Clinic in Kirksville is here this morning to break it down for us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Early in the morning.
Yes. So I have a dog. Everybody knows I have a dog. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I fed it some pretzels. And then I realized that salt is a big no-no for dogs.
Well, and that can go either way sometimes, you know. Everything depends specifically on the patient. So I always encourage owners that before they change anything to their pet's diet to consult their veterinarian, consult their dog's doctor, have that relationship with a veterinarian. It's so important. You can find anything online today.
Right.
You can ask anybody in town. Everybody's got an opinion on the best thing for pets. But has everybody been to school for 6, 8, 10 years to be an authority on what your pet needs?
Right, exactly.
So that's very important to consult your doctor.
Right. So we do have some things of do's and don'ts, and we're going to start with don'ts because obviously we know chocolate, right?
You bet, but not everybody does know chocolate.
Right.
And just like anything, the dose matters, the kind of chocolate matters.
Okay.
When we're talking about things like baker's chocolate, there's much more chocolate, cocoa in there than there is in dark chocolate or milk chocolate.
Okay.
But the dose makes the problem.
Right, so if accidentally, you know, say your dog got into a little snack size of, you know, a Hershey Kiss or something, I mean, obviously we shouldn't freak out as much, but as if they were to go through a whole package, then we have a problem.
You bet, we definitely have a problem.
Okay, and grapes, I did not know this. Scott says that he used to feed his dog grapes in college, and that's not good.
Yeah, that is not good. Grapes, like I said before, the dose makes the poison, all right? But things like grapes and raisins especially can be toxic and harm kidneys.
Really?
You bet, you bet. And the last thing we want, everybody needs their kidneys.
Yeah, and then we have milk, so anything is
Milk.
dairy products.
Well, and that again varies by the patient.
Okay.
Just like people can get lactose intolerant, dogs can get lactose intolerant as well. And the last thing you need is a dog that's vomiting and diarrhea. You know, nobody likes that.
And onions.
Onions.
What do onions do? Why?
Onions and garlic, especially in cats and dogs, can cause blood poisoning, anemia,
Okay.
and a lack of red blood cell production. So there are folks that feed onions and garlic, an onion and garlic powder or onion and garlic tablets. They think it is a natural flea repellent.
Not so much.
Once again, we've found that that is not particularly effective, and in high doses, or in some cases in any doses, it can be deadly.
Okay. And then the last one that you shouldn't feed your dog is coffee.
We'll stay away from caffeinated products
Right.
of all sorts. So
Okay.
caffeine in coffee, there's caffeine in chocolate as
Right.
well.
And what are some main symptoms that you should look for if your dog did accidentally get into any of this and you didn't know? Like say you didn't feed your dog this and they happened to get into the pantry or something like that. What are some symptoms you should look out for?
Well, always vomiting and diarrhea. But in some of them, you can see muscle tremors, so just shaking.
Okay.
And in some, in kidney problems, you can see frequent urination
Okay.
and drinking like crazy.
Okay.
Again, also, I've got gum up in the front.
Okay.
Artificial sweeteners can also be very dangerous to the kidneys. And so most of our sugar-free gums contain xylitol and things like that. That can be, again, deadly. So what could be a fun snack is not fun at all.
So, and there are some human foods that are good for your animals, so quickly touch base on
You bet.
those.
And as Thanksgiving comes up, people want to feed their pets
Right.
something. We're all celebrating things like pumpkin, the plain pumpkin. You can do canned pumpkin. You can cook it yourself.
Okay.
It's high fiber. It's low fat. It's a different flavor. It's something that we can utilize as a treat for our pets. Green beans, again, high fiber, low fat. In many patients that we're trying to encourage weight loss, we say decrease the amount of pet food and increase or add something that is high fiber, low fat, tastes delicious, fills them up. Mashed canned sweet potatoes can be a good thing to feed your pet, and some pets really like them. Some dogs really do, and baby carrots too.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
We will post all of this information on our website as well as your information and your veterinary clinic's information on our website at heartlandconnection.com. We'll be right back.